Hey, what's going on, guys? So a lot of people ask me about barefoot training and why I train barefoot or why I walk around barefoot and whatnot, and it kind of leads me into a talking point that I've wanted to hit on for a while now, and that's the idea of a lot of mechanical breakdowns, or a lot of breakdowns that you see with guys in their delivery, especially the younger guys, is a lack of ankle stability. So the stability, essentially the stability and the mobility of the ankle and the strength of the foot as a whole for young guys with shoes, or young guys that throw a lot in cleats, or whatever the case may be, right? Just the lack of just overall strength in general. You see a lot of weak ankles. So then what happens in the delivery part of it is that when guys get into their leg lift and start to drive, what's the one thing that's connected to the ground? The only thing that's connected to the ground when we go to drive, right? Our foot, our ankle, right? So that is a huge crucial piece to the whole entire delivery, right? The whole entire freaking unit as one. So when guys don't have like good ankle stability, and what I mean by stability is basically the strength, right? So when I go up into a single leg kind of raise here, a little bit of wobble, but you're not seeing this, right? So the ankle kind of fighting for that strength and that stability to hold. Same with the foot, right? So guys that lack just the overall foot strength, you see typically a lot of breakdowns in the delivery stemming from that instability of the foot. So what also to look at is how that kind of breeds into the total drive leg stability as well, right? So you see a lot of breakdowns from drive leg stability because guys, when they go into their leg lift, you see just the lack of stability that potentially can hold that force production into the ground. So then you see a lot of guys that try to drive, but they're typically just falling. So obviously it could be drive leg stability, the single leg strength, but for me, looking at young guys especially, majority of the time it's the ankle stability of it too. So the ankle stability, think about it, if you have this, if the ankle is unstable, what's that going to do, right? Your body's going to compensate to find a way to stabilize that, and that's when you see guys, their body kind of organizing itself, that's, you know, in a very untimely manner, that typically leads to potential breakdowns. So if we can stabilize the ankle and we can mobilize the ankle and provide that strength in our feet or our foot, then we can be authentic with the way that we drive and enter our drive phase. So I program a lot of this stuff with my guys where it's like, hey, when we train, let's take off the shoes, be careful, obviously, be safe, get a good grasp and an understanding for the ground. And then another piece to this is like train the stability of the ankle and the motor control patterns of the ankle, right? So this is a really good drill as well. This is just a very simple balance pad, right? So it's got a little foam thing that you can kind of move around with, but challenge that range, challenge that stability, go into like a single leg kind of RDL type thing here, and then go up into your leg lift, right? These are huge, like crucial pieces to the overall spectrum of a efficient pitching delivery. And a lot of guys kind of just bypass the huge piece of ankle and foot mobility, stability, strength, and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's a huge concept that a lot of young guys need to understand is, you know, strengthen your feet, strengthen your ankles, and be barefoot, walk around barefoot, challenge that, because when you're in shoes, you can, again, compensate and not walk properly, you know? So that's a huge piece. At least I look at it like that. So hopefully that helps. And again, be safe when you're walking around barefoot. A lot of pointy stuff that could potentially hurt. So hopefully that helps, guys.